would like to appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing and commenting on all our videos. We wouldn't have been here without you. Keep watching Eagle Eye Angle. We are the best.
Good morning, lovely viewers. Good morning to each and every single one of you watching us from any part of the world. This is Eagle Eye Angle, and as you already know, we serve you at 360. Yes, we are always the best when it comes to anything agriculture, anything, you know, Ghanaian. Yes, that is what we project. Today we are here with our brother, and then he is a catfish farmer. Yeah, he is a catfish farmer, and then we are here to have an interview with him, have a listen to how he's going about with his business, and then anything you guys need to know. So guys, there's only one thing we need you guys to do. Yes, just stay behind your phones, don't go nowhere, and then listen to every bit of the interview. And I promise you one thing, that you're surely gonna, you know, enjoy it. But then one thing we want you to do, and we always urge you to do for us, is you like the video, you share, and then finally you subscribe to the channel. You make sure you leave a comment. You know, you make sure you leave a comment. In the course of our video, if there's something you don't understand, let it, you know, flow under the comment section or in the comment box, and then we'll make sure we attend to you. Thank you very much. And then guys, stay tuned, don't go nowhere, and then enjoy everything. God bless you. My boss, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please, my name is Isaac, and your name?
My name is Michael Toby.
Michael Toby.
Yes.
Michael Toby, the name Toby sounds more of a Nigerian. Are you a Nigerian?
Yes, please, I'm a Nigerian.
And you're a Nigerian, you choose to do farming in Ghana. Why? Why? At least I believe you could have done it in Nigeria. Why Ghana?
I've been doing some other business in Ghana before I changed to this one. So I was initially selling spare parts at Abosoka before.
Wow. You've sold spare parts at Abosoka before?
Yes.
That tells me you've been in Ghana for quite a long time.
Almost like, let's say 14 years now.
For 14 years you've been in Ghana?
Yes, I've been here since 2010.
Wow, that sounds great.
Thank God.
What is it about Ghana that you like so much that you don't want to go back to your country?
You know, anywhere you are, if you are doing your business, you are okay. No problem. You don't have problem with anybody. You are doing your own thing. So I take everywhere as home. So far you find peace there.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Right, my brother, let's now get on to this, you know, big business you are doing here. When you stopped dealing with the spare parts, you could have, you know, ventured into any other business. Why fishing? Why cat farming? I'm sorry, catfish farming.
I love agriculture before. So, but when I came here, I don't have the chance to do something like this because I'm new in Ghana, so the only business I knew is just to bring some spare parts down from Nigeria, sell as a wholesale or distribute to people. So later, you know, when you move from one place to another, you say, oh, this place, I can do something like this around there. Maybe the place is suitable for the agriculture or something like that. So I always loved doing farming before. And I've even done poultry before this one. So I done a poultry before. So before I started to fishing.
Okay, so if I understand you well, you didn't just start with the catfish farming, you started with poultry.
Yes, I've done poultry before. I've reared cow before. I buy cow from the northern part of the country, from Bupe. We supply to we supply to Abattoir, the key with so many things. We've done so many things.
Well, let me say I'm really impressed. So tell me, why did you change or choose to, you know, quit all those and then finally venture into catfish farming? You could have, you know, gone on with the poultry or the cow. Why catfish farming?
It's the cow who lead me to this. So when I get the cow, so I have to look for a place like this, so where the cow will not disturb anybody and something like that. So it was later I found out that this place is waterlogged area. So what of doing fishing around here? It will be more profitable because the area is suitable for the fish farming. So I'm still rearing cow, but now they've taken my cow out to feed. So I still have cows.
You still have them?
Yes, I still have cows.
So what
leads me to this? When I come to this area where I keep my cows, I was keeping them at the other plots. So I look at the area, I see that this place is water. What of if I'm doing fishing around there? So then I started it small. So now we are doing it.
Okay, so what of the poultry? Have you stopped?
I stopped the poultry for a long time. I stopped it because where I was doing it then, the odor is disturbing the people around there. They don't, and so the place has already developed. So that's why I moved. When I was doing cow, I have to move them to somewhere like this that will not disturb anybody. You are closer to the bush. You can take your animal to the bush, and there are a lot of bushes around there. So you cannot compare here to people living in the town. And so we have the advantages of the bushes, the water, and all those things. So you can see this area is. You can see some farms are over there. You see maize farm. The other bags there, you see so many farms like that. People have pig farm and all stuff around there. So I think this place is good for something like that. That's why we are doing it around there.
Wow, that sounds great. That sounds great. So my brother, let's continue. Tell us, how has the journey been, from the beginning of this whole thing? Because we can see that it's very capital intensive. Someone would actually need a huge sum of money to, and then one thing is, aside, putting the money in it, you have to get some knowledge about what you are going to do. You won't just take your money and then you see, I'm going to start a catfish farm without having any knowledge about it. So tell us, how has the journey been? How did you start, and then how is it going now?
The first thing is knowledge. You have to have the knowledge of what you are about to do. So I learn it. I learned from people who are doing it. So I paid people to learn it. So when I learned them, I started it small now. So that's how I've been doing it. Now I've been having so many customers who are patronizing me also. I've trained people also. So I think that's how.
So you actually train people now?
Yes. I train people. People come for catfish ashing because I ash the fingerlings by myself. These fingerlings, I ash them by myself. So when people come and learn how to ash, and some people just want to rear it from maybe they buy the fingerlings or juveniles from me. So they want to raise them to an adult, to normal table size. So I give them the necessary guideline. Some people I set up farms for them, maybe backyard farm, those who want to use the tapoli tanks. So if you come there, I made the tapoli tanks for them. Tell them the numbers of fishes can take. Teach them anything I think it will help them to grow. How to shank the water, how to feed them, the numbers of feeds they will take. I don't do that.
So my brother, when we came here, we see you are doing really, really great. Yeah, you are doing a massive job. So there is this thing that I want to know. Are you the only person on this farm doing it like all by yourself, or do you have workers helping you out?
I have brothers. I have 2 brothers working with me. So, but now they are not. One have gone to the school, so it's also schooling. So the other one just left this morning after finished the normal morning work. So I have 2 people working with me.
So tell us, how do you come by the fingerlings? Those small ones, how do you come by? Because initially when you were saying, we were talking, you said something like you hatch them by yourself. Let's take us through. How do you do that? How do you get them?
There is there are some we call brood stock. So those are the parent stock. So let me show you some of it. Let me proof it so that it can come up.
So guys, what he's going to do is, he's going to teach us how he come by the fingerlings. Yeah, so he calls something, some of them, he calls them the parents.
That's the parent stock. That's brood stock. We call them brood stock. You can see this one, they are matured catfish. They are more than 1 year. Some of them are like 1.5 years. So I keep them so long like that so that their eggs and their sperms can be matured enough if I want to use them. So when we take the female, we take the male. There's a way we extract the egg from the female. That's the processing. Then we bring out the sperm from the man, from the male also. Then there's a way we fertilize it. That is the action process. So that's how we get the fingerlings.
So if I understand you well, you even say it. You rear this for more than a year, so that the female will get more sperms. I'm sorry, the male will get more sperms, and the female will also lay eggs. So
they don't lay on their own.
Okay, so how do you do it?
We extract the egg when it is time to do the fertilization. We want to hatch them. We bring out the female. So there is a way we will inject the female. So when we inject it, so when it is time to extract the egg, so it will be easier for us to extract. We just be pressing it out, so it comes out from the belly. So we put it in the plate. Then the male will die because we have to cut the male before we can bring out the sperm. So when we bring it out, then we do everything. We mix them together. So that's how we get the younger ones. So the female, we can return it back to the water. After some times, it will reload again.
Okay.
Normally bring them out from the fishes I rear. So and I have some in the tank outside there. I have some in the pond there. So when I'm selling them, I selected some out of them. So those are the ones I reserve for my brood stock. So those are the ones. So I can keep them for how long? So I like to use matured parents. Not and it's not about the size, but about the age. So that's what.
Okay, so tell us, after getting those things, the eggs and the semen, as you are saying, from them, how do you go about them? What process do you then put it through so that you get the fingerlings?
That process, even though if I'm explaining it, you will not understand it very well unless we are doing it in a practical form. Because when we mix them together, we have to, like a tank like this, that's where we put some net on the tank, we lay the egg on it. So after 24 hours, the one who hatch, we drop down, the shell will remain. So there is still a way we separate the shell from the. So it's a long process on it.
It's a long process. Yes, it's a long process. Okay, so my brother
use incubator now. They use incubator to hatch the egg, just like you are rearing layers, birds, poultry layers that they can lay, but they cannot hatch the egg on their own. You have to help them by putting the egg in, putting in incubator before you can. So the same way, some people are using the incubator to hatch fishes now, but their own is different to the poultry.
Okay, we see you're having different tanks here. All of them filled with water. So tell us, after hatching them, which of the tanks do you put them in?
When they are newly hatched, after 4 days before I move them into a non-strip pond, so that they can have a space to grow. Because when you hatch, you get, so it depends on the numbers of the eggs in the female. Sometimes maybe we use 2 females, maybe we want a bigger production. So it depends on how many fishes, maybe 2 females, or sometimes we use one. So it will determine the number of the fishes you will get. So when we hatch them, when it is 4th day, sometimes 5th day, we move them into the non-strip pond where they can have a space to grow, like the pond outside there. I have some also which are and 18 pond outside there also. So when we move them there, they will be there for some weeks. Let's say 3 weeks. We bring them in. We select them because that time their sizes will not be the same. So we do sorting. We do sort the shooters. We call those ones the shooters. Those who are bigger than the others. So if not, it will be they be so we have to move them. We remove them. We sort them out. So those who are the same size, we put them back in the pond. So after 6 weeks, before they become fingerlings, before they become something like this, because when we hatch them, they are like a particles,
Very, very tiny.
very tiny, like a sand. So when they get to 6 weeks, before they become fingerlings, so after another 2 weeks, they become juvenile.
So if I understand you well, then this is 6 years. I'm sorry, 6 weeks old. Oh, I see. I see. Our brother here is actually doing a great job.
When they are 3 weeks, is when I said I will bring them from the nursery pond to do sorting. So when they are 6 weeks, we bring them into to the tank here. So this 6 points now. So this is where we start selling them. This one are they are 6 weeks, so they are fingerlings. So people can start buying from this age. Those who want to rear, they can start buying. So those who don't want to buy the fingerlings, some of them buy post fingerlings.
Okay, so
This one are post fingerlings.
they are the ones you said they are 2 weeks older than the fingerlings.
And the fingerlings, you see that, and you can see the sizes now. That this one they are a bit bigger than those ones there.
And people actually come, they don't buy the bigger ones, they choose to buy the smaller ones like this.
Yes, this is what you will buy if you want to rear. Is it that you buy fingerlings, post fingerlings, or you buy juvenile? You won't say they are juvenile. So they are not many of them are outside. They will come up. Their feed is in this store. I just put this one. You see, you can see the size also. You can see this one. This one is bigger than this. Why this one is bigger than that one?
So with regards,
This when they are young. So
so
buy this or this if you want to rear. So as a beginner, some people like to buy this. Those who are beginners.
yeah, so my brother, with regards to their feeds, we saw that it is 6 weeks old. You gave them a different feed, and then these ones too, the post fingerlings and the juveniles too, you gave them a different feed. Why is that? When it comes to their feeding, do you feed them like when they get to a point? Do you have a feed that you give to them like any of them?
Yes. When they are fries, that is when they are newly hatched, we give them 0.2. That one is like a powder. Then as they are growing, they go to 0.5, 0.8, 1.0. So before we start selling them as fingerlings, they are already eating like 1.2 or 1.5 mm. So the same feed the post fingerlings can still eat. But when they are juvenile, they start eating 2 mm. So the sizes of the feed, that's how it keep
Varies.
when you buy now, let's assume you buy juvenile. So when you buy 2 mm, so after they finish with the 2 mm, they go to 3 mm. After 3 mm, they go to 4 mm. Some brands do 4.5 mm, but it's the same size. So then they go to 6 mm. They go to 8 mm. Some do 9 mm or 8 mm. It's the same size. Like the feed I have here, the one I put here now. The one I put here is 6 mm. Those are the bigger sizes. So
This one is
6 mm.
6 mm.
Yeah. So this one they can eat 8 mm, but I'm just giving them this one. So this one also, the one in the river, the one in the pond, the one in the eating pond, they eat the same thing.
So
The one there also they eat the same
let's
thing.
go out and then you put the feed in it and then we see how they are going to come out for the feeds. Yeah, our brother here is actually doing a great job. So this one is 18
And 13 pound. So this is the best pond to rear fish. Yeah, this place is like a natural habitat for them. So they do very well when they're in. Yes. So the only advantage of this one is they do very well. But this one, it requires a lot of water. You can see the pond is big, and the ground also will be sucking your water. So you have to be refilling it, and sometimes we change the water also.
So then let me ask you. Thank you for raising this topic. Then let me ask you, how do you, because you were saying that at a point in time you would have to change the water. So how do you change the water in this one?
We use the machine, the petrol pumping machine, to pump out the water. So
okay,
pump out the water. So we still use the same machine to put in water.
So do you have any river around?
The stream down there.
Okay, all right. So guys, let's go to the other side and then have a look at what he has to offer. Initially, you were saying something like the earthen tank or the earthen pond, right? It's earthen pond, yes. You were saying something like it's far better than, that is the best pond you can have. What is the difference between the earthen pond and the concrete pond?
They grow faster in earthen pond because it's just like normal ground, like the one in the river. So they grow faster. While this one is like something that we culture inside this place. This one we change the water often.
Okay.
But when you are constructing something like this, you see, when I open this place now, the water is going out. I want to drain out the water. I want to put in the water. So there are some people do it also in a tapoli tank.
Oh, I see. I see.
My tapoli tank, I do for people like something over there.
One over there.
People who do it at their backyards. Sometimes they use something like that to do it. For me, what you need most is water. Water is very, very, very important. So it's like a life today. You can say, I have this one. I have this.
Is that a well?
Yeah, this is a well. This is also a well. I still have the industrial bowl, the one the dog with machine. I still take water from the river. You can see. So that's why sometimes you need a location that is suitable for your work. So that's how it works. That's one of my brothers.
See. So okay.
You can see this where we break the small one, then later we take them.
All right, let me ask this. We see some plantain stems in the water. What are you doing?
That one is to preserve the water. We use it to preserve it.
Okay, we see. All right, so my brother, would you tell us some of the problems associated with this kind of farming? That is when it comes to catfish farming. What are some of the problems associated with the work?
The problem is water. Water can be a problem to anybody because fishes, they live in water, they do everything in water. So if they are going to seek to have disease, they will contact it through the water. So if you can maintain good water, nothing will happen to them. Then the next thing is feeding. So feeding, the feed cost sometimes is, now the cost is high, so unlike before. But still, if you have water, you have feed. If you feed them very well, you get them to the desired size, people will buy.
So
you see now they are coming to buy.
Yeah, we see they are coming to buy. So we would have to make everything fast and then we leave you. So
when you are able to grow them, people will come and buy. People will buy from you.
So how many times do you feed them within a day?
Well, you can, when they are small, you can feed them twice in a day, morning and evening. But when they are when they are big, that time their stomach can contain more fish, so they can eat more. But when they are small, they eat a little, just like a baby you feed. But when they grow, at least if it is one time, but you feed them to the satisfaction, make sure that all of them are okay. They are fast eater. When you put feed, they all rush to come and eat. So when they are okay, they are not eating the feed again. You see them going back. Just a little of them will be eating the feed. So you know that they are okay. So if there's any leftover, you have to take it off the water. If not, it will later drop to the bottom of the pond. So it will let your water to be polluted.
I see. So my brother, like we said, some people are here to actually get buy some fishes, and then we would. Okay, so my brother, as we are talking, we see some customers, waiting for you to buy some fishes. So we really want to take much of your time. But then before we leave you, let me ask you this last question, and then we leave you so you go and continue with your work. So please tell us, how do you do your marketing? Do you have people who come here to buy, or you take it to the market to sell it yourself?
I have people who buy in large quantity. So if it is 1 ton, they can buy, but they will give you their desired size. Maybe if they want from 1.2 and above, if it is 1 ton is 1,000. They buy. If it is 500, they buy. And I have the restaurant people, those who buy like 50 kilograms, 40 kilograms. Those ones, they normally comes weekend. And I have people in the area, those who buy 5 kilo, 10 kilos. Like those people yesterday, they were here, they bought 7 kilos. So I think they are here again to buy some more.
I see.
So people do the smoking one. Maybe you are not able to get them to the bigger size. So they get them to normal smoking size able. So they smoke them, they sell them as dry fish.
That is good. All right, so let me ask you the last question, and then we leave. Like I was saying, we see this business is, capital intensive. You would have to put in, a huge sum of money. Eventually, would you say it is very lucrative, and for that matter, you would advise any youth to venture into, catfish farming?
It's lucrative, but you have to put money inside also. That is the feeding aspect of it. So I normally advise people, if you want to do it, you can start a little. Whatever anything you want to start, you start a little. Then you understand the business. You will know if you will go further or not. This is
Egewai Angel, guys. Thank you for being with us. And then our brother here, I know most of you are asking of his location. I'm gonna, ask him. He show you his location, and then anything you need to know in case you wanna search for him and then come do business with him. So he's gonna give us out his contact number, his location, and any information you need to know about his farm. So guys, stay tuned. So my brother, you will put your contact out, your location, and then any information about your farm.
Okay guys, this Kore Farms, we are located at Tabadenke bus stop, Kotoku Road, Media. Media is along Accra Isawam Road. So the Kotoku Road is off the express. So we are at Abanike bus stop. Enter the street, you look at us there. We are there, we do anything about catfish. We produce the fingerlings. We do farm setup for people. We manage farm for people. We do tapoli tank for people who want to do backyard farming. We sell the adult catfish also, and we also help people to sell when their fishes are ready. We give them customers. So that's what we do.
Thank you very much, my brother. So guys, that's gonna be all for today. Stay tuned, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel. God bless you, and then we meet some other time. Bye for now. we have a customer here who actually came to buy, fish here. So we're gonna speak with him and then listen to what he has to say. Chairman, I beg your name.
My name is Precious.
Precious.
Yeah.
Yes, you are in Nigeria.
Yeah, I'm in Nigeria.
Okay. So Precious, tell us, why do you choose to come and buy fish from Corey Farms?
Okay, sometimes due to the kind of food you cook, this fish go for it. Yeah. Like I'm not soup, I'm pepper soup.
So for how long have you been buying from him?
I've been buying fish from him for like 2 to 3 years now.
Oh, then I can see you're a punctual customer.
Yeah.
So tell us, how much, because we were here and then we saw how he did everything for you, packaged them for you. How much did you buy it?
Yeah, buy a kilo for 30 Ghana cedis. Yeah.
So
5 kilo.
That is 30 times 5, right?
50.
That's 150 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think it's affordable?
Yeah, it's affordable because before I locate this place, I was buying somewhere before, but that place is somehow like cost. I buy sometimes 45 or 50. Yeah.
And since you are getting a 30 from this side, then you think it's very lucrative.
Size too is good.
Okay.
Good quality too.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome, boss.
Hi there. We would like to appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing and commenting on all our videos. We wouldn't have been here without you. Keep watching Eagle Eye Angle. We are the best.